We'll see how well this works on. Oh, this one wants to move around a bit, so this may not work. But antelope. Just leaving driver services. I went through the hazmat online course, passed it, and this may not work. It wants to flop around too much. I may have to just kind of sit sideways here. Anyway, just went in and took my tests for the hazmat and the doubles and triples endorsement. Passed both. Converted my commercial learner's permit to a commercial driver's license. So I am now officially. This is gonna be kind of a jacked up video here. Officially licensed as a truck driver. Now I waited. Jeez, really. Before I really started putting in any applications anywhere, until I had everything, get it all, make sure I had everything and good to go. Sorry, this is a little awkward trying to maneuver these stupid interchanges we got here, monitor the phone, and drive. So anyway, heading back home now. Took about 2 hours in there. They're kind of busy. This truck's kind of loud. Phone's still bouncing around. It's a Friday afternoon. A lot of people. There's a lot of people in there getting their permits. Kids. But I got all that taken care of. So now the job hunt begins in earnest. I do need to type up a resume. I haven't looked for a job in almost 20 years, so got to get that done, and then start filling out. Pretty much all the major trucking companies have online applications where you fill it out online, and then they have a recruiter give you a call. And if you meet their criteria, and that they'll send you a pre-hire letter, which is basically an invitation to their orientation. A lot of them pay for that if you get hired. If you don't, or you choose not to accept a job offer from them, then of course you don't. So before you accept going to orientation, especially in my case where I've got a job right now, so I would be leaving that job if I accept one of these, and an invitation, assuming I even get one. Who knows? They may say, we don't want you. But I would essentially be quitting my job to go do this. So it's got to be something I'm pretty sure I want to do for at least a while. Minimum 6 months, I'd say, to gain the experience to move me into another company if I decided I didn't like it there. Some companies will accept you after 4 months. So, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out what it is. Oh man, working highway's a little rough. Kind of weird. Throwing myself off here, looking at my phone, expecting to see what's behind me. Turning my head far enough to see the mirror. There we go. But I do have a couple of companies in mind I'd like to work for. One of them, Creek Carriers, Creek Schaefer. They have a terminal just a few miles down the road from the house. The only problem is, a couple years ago, they stopped taking anybody with less than a year experience. So, but they're one of the companies I've heard more good things about than bad. Of course, watching YouTube, everybody likes to make the negative videos because that's what gets views. People want to, share the hate. But there are a couple of companies that genuinely seem to deserve a poor rating. But anyway, would like to own my own truck. I have started looking into what that entails, which is a lot. Biggest thing I need to do is find out what insurance would run, which would all be just sort of a ballpark estimate, because I do not actually, if I did do something like that, I might just start with the GMC, pulling the car trailer, just to age your authority is what they call it. You get a motor carrier number, that's your authority for interstate commerce, which of course, being the government, they are working on changing the rules for that. Right up here we have a Werner transportation drop yard. They are a possibility. I've heard good things, I've heard not so good things, but I've also heard that the starting pay is pretty low. But again, no matter where I go, the starting pay is going to be fairly low, because I'm just starting out. I'm not looking for I am looking for top line pay. I know I'm not going to get it. There are a couple of companies out there, like I said, I'm eyeing. I'm going to be filling out probably this weekend, filling out quite a few online applications, seeing who does contact me, who doesn't, and going from there, weighing my options. I'm not going to just take the first thing that comes along. I do, as I have stated in the previous videos, I have 90 days, which now that's a couple of weeks have transpired, but it's July 9th. If I have not gained employment with a Wyoming company as a truck driver, LCCC will send me a bill for the course, and it becomes my responsibility. A lot of these trucking companies do have reimbursement programs for recent grads, which is great, but the ones I've seen are, $100 a month, $200 a month. So you're looking at, 3 to close to 5 years working for that company to get fully reimbursed for that amount of money. Which, if you start working there and you're happy with everything, and with the pay and the job and that, it's great. Because you just keep working, it automatically, you're getting reimbursed. You set up that payment plan with the school, no problem. But if you work at a place for 6 months, decide, this isn't for me, and so you decide to leave, move to another company. Usually, from what I've seen, this may not be everywhere, those reimbursement plans are good if you graduated from that driving school within the previous 6 months. So if you spend 6 months, working for a company, go somewhere else, they're going to be like, well, sorry, it's been past 6 months, so you're on your own on that part. So I'm kind of looking at it as basically I'm going to be paying for the school myself, because I really haven't seen much in the way here. I haven't stopped looking, but I haven't really seen much here in Wyoming that accepts new graduates. That is something I would be willing to do. I'm trying to keep myself here in the camera and focus on the road and talk and think, and it's a good thing I'm not chewing gum, or this thing will just go to hell. But So yeah, I've got a lot to do over the next several weeks, and this portion is over. You know, number one was passing the test, getting my permit. Number two was going through the course, passing the driving test. Number three, passing all my endorsement tests and getting my license. I now have my license. I have all the endorsements. We're good to go. And here's a Warner truck hanging out in the left lane. And I'm getting off the highway here anyway, so take this exit. You know, you run down the highway, speed limit's 80. Well, that means you got to do 82, 83 miles an hour. It's not good on fuel mileage. Now, in the truck, I know I'm not going to be able to do that. Most of these trucks for these companies are governed at, most of them at 65 miles an hour. So, you know, hammer down at 65 miles an hour. And then you get some guy going by you, 30-year-old Pete or Kenworth with the cat motor, and they blow by you doing 90, you know, pulling a full load. It's like they're getting 3 miles to the gallon, you know. So, but anyways, I just wanted to jump on here, give a quick update. So I do not consider myself a truck driver yet, because I do not have a job driving a truck. I have a license to drive a truck. Big difference. Big difference. And even once I do get into a truck, I'm not sure I'd still call myself a truck driver at that point either. I need some experience. I know I'm good, still need experience. So anyway, gonna try and keep you updated as to what's going on periodically, and once I do find a job, I will be giving updates on how the orientation goes, and I'll give updates on the training. I will not try and really do any filming about the training while I'm being trained by a trainer, because frankly, I'll need to focus on what I'm doing, learning that company system, making sure I'm comfortable in all situations. Good grief. Driving that truck out on the open road. And so I'm not going to want to try and, I'm going to set up the camera and so you can see me back up. That may happen after I get my own truck, and if I have time to do things like that. While I'm training, you're on somebody else's truck. They're trying to make money. Granted, they get paid extra for having you on there, but they're still trying to make money, and you slowing them down by doing that. Number one, they're probably not going to put up with it, and number two, it's really not fair for them, because like I say, they're trying to make money. Yes, they are getting paid extra, depending on the company, how they do that varies, but I don't want to interfere with somebody else's paycheck, just like I wouldn't want somebody else to interfere with my paycheck. So anyway, try and keep you updated. If possible, during all that, I might be able to pop up a few shorts, about the truck or where I'm at, little things like that. We'll have to see how that goes. Again, it might be a couple weeks, it might be a couple months before I find the job that I'm willing to accept, or getting down to the wire that I'm taking just because it's the only one. Anyway, if you like the comment and listening to the ravings of a madman, go ahead and click on subscribe, like the videos, click the bell for notifications, share it with your friends. Say, hey, check out this idiot. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, we'll talk to you next time.